I keep fudging up this video and I feel like I can't find the right words, so let me just try this again. So, hi everyone, I'm Gabriel. I'm a non-binary transmasculine individual, and interestingly enough, I have discovered and came to terms with the fact that I'm asexual. Wow. So yes, I am asexual, and let me just delve a little deeper into what that means, because I know a lot of you tend to associate asexual as being completely dead down there, and that's not necessarily the case for at least every ace or asexual person, but we call them ace, people out there in the entire universe. So for what asexual means to me is that I have a very, very, very little interest in having sex with people, and the amount of people that I'd be willing to have sex with is very few and far in between, and they have to kind of like fulfill some certain specific requirements for me to be viewing them in any more than a very platonic way. So I think the best way to say this is that I'm more on the asexual spectrum, but I'm definitely somewhere towards ace. But that doesn't mean like I'm aromantic as well, because that tends to be the case, but I'm not aromantic. I can see someone in a romantic light, but once again, it's also like very few and far between of like who I can view in that component. And it makes a lot of sense because you wouldn't really be, in most cases, I think most people shouldn't be like viewing people as sexual entities unless you've gotten to know the person and they know you and you know them on a very intimate, deep level for you to even see them as more than, you know, just a friend, if not acquaintance. It's basically after the breakup I started realizing that like when I started to like go on like dating profiles and everything, that I had very, very, very little interest in basically meeting other people or like doing those hookups that people tend to do within the queer community, because hookups and clubbing is a big facet, especially here in New York City, especially in the Brooklyn area. It's a pretty big part of like the community, and I'm just not into that. The idea of going out and hopefully having a hookup or sex or like rubbing or grinding your like body against someone else of a stranger is repulsive. It's like literally repulsive. It's just like, okay, I can like I can see like if someone's like would be considered conventionally attractive, or I find them like, oh, they're pleasing to the eye and oh, like, you know, eye candy. I can definitely appreciate somebody's beauty. But for me to be like, oh, that person's hot, let's bang, that doesn't like actually happen. Like it doesn't work like that for me. Especially, so I guess that's also an explanation for when people say I'm attractive and all that. Like I don't take those compliments very willingly. I'm like, I'm really not, and it's like these people don't really get to know me, so I really don't find myself under the logic of being attractive, because how can I be attractive when you barely know me beyond a social media presence, you know? So a lot of this has made me realize that like I'm more asexual than I thought. Now, this is not to be confused with the fact that when I look at sex, I look at it as something to just get my rocks off. So it's like I don't see sex as anything more at the moment, because I'm not dating anybody, I'm not really seeing anybody or anything. I don't see sex as anything more to just basically get the arousal out of the way, because I do get aroused sometimes. So right now it's kind of like just to get it over with, you know, like natural impulses. That's basically all I really see it as, something that's unnecessary, but something I have to deal with as part of, you know, the whole testosterone package that I've been taking, you know, like getting muscles, you know, getting the voice I wanted and getting the beard I've wanted, which incidentally is great. But yeah, I also have to deal with the whole sexual arousal, because that generally is what gets your sexual libido up in overdrive. So when I say sexual, don't think it's, you know, like we're practically sexually dead, because that's not always the case. I'm really happy I got that off my chest, so thank you all so much for watching. If it helped you in any way, or if you want to have a story you want to share, drop them in the comments below. I'll definitely be interacting with all of you. Also, if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Also, I'll probably have a video next week, because I'm now almost 6 months post-op. Holy crap. And so yeah, and if you haven't already, tick the bell, because YouTube's algorithm and notification system is a little wonky. That being said, I love you all so, so much. I will try and get back here as soon as possible. But yeah, hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will talk to you real soon.